Hello YouTube, Beat here, back another kicking action figure review. Today I have a figure I've been trying to get together for a long time, and I finally got the last figure I needed to build him. It is the Power Rangers 2017 Megazord, who is the Build a Megazord figure for the Toys R Us exclusive Power Rangers Legacy movie wave. Yeah, so if you wanted the movie figures in the 6.5 inch Legacy line, you had to get them from Toys R Us. There was an Alpha 5 as well as all 5 Rangers. Red, yellow, pink, black, and blue. And if you got them all, you could build this mofo, the Megazord from the film. Was I a big fan of the film? Hell yeah. That is how a nostalgia movie should be done, with heavy character focus. It was relevant to the modern day, especially with it had modern themes. That it was like a superhero Breakfast Club. Well, I mean, it wasn't as good as The Breakfast Club. That's a fucking fantastic movie. But you guys get what I'm saying, theme-wise. But yeah, one thing I didn't like about the movie was the design of the Megazord itself. I like the single Zords, but the Megazord, I just don't like this look. Something's just off about it. And all my friends seem to agree, even the ones that didn't watch Power Rangers and just saw the movie. But they all liked the film, so I guess that's good. But, yeah, let's zoom out a bit. I am still happy to have this because I want to be as much of a completist as possible for this line, you know? But yeah, Toys R Us exclusive. Had to get all the Toys R Us figures to build this guy. He could use a little more paint on him, yeah. But, I mean, he's got enough, I think, honestly. Boop, 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 boop. I mean, he's still really cool, though. All new pieces, all new sculpt. There's several figures of this Megazord you can get, like, individually, but this is the one I prefer to have. I don't really like the combining, transforming, put them all together Megazords. I prefer the ones that are just action figure-y, you know? Like, just kind of standard, like this. And the ones in the Action Hero line are cool, too. Which you'll see later. But, yeah, let's just look at all the good paint. Like the front, I feel like is painted enough. Maybe the back isn't. I don't know. He's got these big feet, all detailed on the bottom. That's pretty cool. Lots of good detail and everything. Fist hands, so you can't like make these into a sword and plug them in or anything. Which is fine. You know, I wasn't expecting that or anything super fancy. I mean, he's painted well here. It doesn't look starry, but it does look spacey, like a sky almost. So that's good enough for me, honestly. It's real easy to put together. The pieces just snap right in. The legs, you gotta kind of maneuver them in there, but they're fine. So articulation, about what you would expect. Side to side on the head, forward and back on the arms, but you can kind of do like an in and out and move them all around like that. It is a ball. You got an elbow bend, nothing on the wrists or waist or anything. So, you know, my other Build a Megazords actually have more articulation than this guy does. Forward and back, some in and out, and you know, all that jazz. Knee bend and rotation on the feet. So yeah, not the most articulatable Build a Megazord I have, but I mean, he works out, right? He's mostly just going to stand on my shelf, so it's all good. Now about some size comparisons. Here's the Zord with 2 of the figures you need to build him. Yeah, the Red Ranger here on the left and the Yellow Ranger here on the right. Both also Toys R Us exclusives, obviously. Just feel the need to say it. But, yeah, I know that there's no chance they'd scale together. They would have to be hella tiny, or he would have to be hella huge. But I just want to give you an idea of how big this figure is in comparison to the standard type of figure in this wave, much like these Mighty Morphin Rangers. I would like to show them with some TV show Rangers also, plus the movie Rangers are based off of these specific Rangers. So, yeah. And here on the left we have the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger from Wave 2. And on the right, another Wave 2 figure, Mighty Morphin Black Ranger. Yes. And here he is, lastly, with some of the Megazords in my collection. Yeah, I don't collect a lot of Megazords. The first type of Megazord I collect is here on the left, another Build a Megazord. This is the Storm Megazord from Wave 1. You only have to buy 3 Ninja Storm figures, the 3 main ones, to get this guy, so pretty easy. Pretty easy one. I had to get 6 to build this guy here in the center. But I only had to make 1 figure purchase here on the right for this guy. It is the Action Hero line Dino Charge Megazord, yeah. And it's cool, just a little single carded Megazord figure, tiny little action figure, so you don't have to do all the, you know, switching out of parts and transforming and stuff to make him. That's the kind of Megazord figure I like, the ones like these, because the big transforming ones just take up too much space and stuff, you know? I like these, they kind of fit in my collection better. Plus, these Build-A Megazords look good with Pacific Rim figures too, size-wise, so that's pretty cool. So what are my final thoughts on the Toys R Us exclusive Bandai America Legacy Movie 2017 Build-A Megazord? It's cool. Like, my other Build-A Megazord figure I think might be better. It has a bit more articulation-wise, you know? But that's really it. Detail and paint quality is probably about the same on both, to be completely honest with you. One's just a suit made with television budget, and then this one is CGI blockbuster budget, so the designs are quite different. Plus one's a Japanese design and this is an American design based on a Japanese design, so you know, translation. You know how that works. You guys are Power Ranger fans, you know what I'm talking about. But do I like it? Yeah, it's not a bad figure. Would I get it if it was just a single carded thing that and I wasn't completing a line or anything? I'm not entirely sure, but I really don't know. All I know is I want every Ranger from this line. I want all the Mighty Morphins, all the In Space, etc., etc. And one of these days, this line will end, sadly, but hopefully we'll get every Ranger before then. They're supposed to be making every Ranger for this line with Build-A Megazords. Build-A Villains would be cool too, but let's not get our hopes up for that or single-carded villains at all, honestly. Seriously, don't get your hopes up for that. But, yeah. Cool figure, of course. If you really like this Zordon movie, he's probably worth building. I mean, the 6 figures alone are worth getting themselves. They're all good figures. They really are. So, if you do that, then you'll have this guy anyways. If you get him in box, or complete, that is. But, yeah, that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I will be seeing you all later.